So as you can see, yeah, Bumpiana is gone, and I am so glad, y'all. Like, if you've been with me on this journey, you know I had my little Bumpiana, and she is gone. I literally recently got back from the dermatologist, and it was a good appointment. Basically, she ended up like putting little marks around it, and then she got it numb, did some little incision, and took it out. Like, and I was actually able to see it as well, and it was pretty big. So I'm so glad it's gone. Basically, it was an epidermoid cyst, which is like a benign cyst under the skin. It pretty much happens like when a hair follicle is trapped and then it forms a cyst. So unlike a regular bump, a cyst has like this capsule around it, so you can't really pop it. And if you don't get that whole capsule out, then the cyst can grow back again. But she got the whole capsule out and showed me, and I was so glad. I'm so glad I got that bump removed, because it low-key started to make me feel a little bit self-conscious about it. Like, I was at the pool the other day, and y'all know kids are funny, because kids are just funny. So this little girl came up talking to me. First she started saying, oh, I know how to dunk into the pool. So I'm like, okay, show me. She did it, and then she comes up and talking to me, and she's like, what's that? And pointed to my bump, y'all. Like, and I couldn't do nothing but like laugh on the inside, because it was funny. Like, I could tell she was trying to be so sweet about it, but she was curious, like kids are. So I told her, I was like, it's a bump. And she was like, you can't just pop it? And I'm like, Lord. I'm like, no, I have to get surgery to get it taken off. So I'm so glad it's finally gone. Bumpiana is no longer. Let me tell y'all about the crazy day that I had yesterday, right? So I'm on my way to work, and first thing that happens, so there's like a standstill of traffic or whatever. So I'm stopped, and then while we're stopped, I'm kind of like looking down at my phone because I'm at a standstill, and this car freaking rear ends me, y'all. Like, and I'm just like, oh my God, here we go. So I get out of the car, and I look at the back of my car. Luckily, not a scratch, nothing. Everything was good. And the guy, he's like all frantic and stuff. He's like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, you better be glad I'm okay, because I got good insurance and Gap. So that was his lucky day, because he would have automatically been at fault because he hit me from behind. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't have insurance. But anyway, so then I get like maybe like 9 minutes away from the office that I have to be at, and then I'm coming up to like a red light. Mind you, it's like a 4-lane highway. So I'm coming up to a red light, and there's this car in like the middle lane, and they have their hazard lights on. So I'm just thinking, you know, somebody's broke down and they're waiting for somebody to come help them. And so I'm stopped at the light, and I look over. Y'all, tell me why I see a man like slumped over. I can literally see his face. Mouth is like halfway open. His eyes are closed. And this man is pale, like ghost pale. Like, he looked like he was dead. And cars are just going by. Like, I don't know how long this man had been sitting there, but luckily a car on the opposite lane, this guy like in a work truck, he ended up stopping, and he saw what I was seeing, so he ended up getting out of the car. And so my first instinct was, okay, this man is stopping, I'm about to mind my business and keep going. But a part of me was like, you know what, you know CPR. If this was your family, you would want somebody to stop and help them, if you know, if they knew the signs and stuff to look for. So I was like, Lord, let me get out of the car. So I turned my hazard lights on, got out of the car to help the guy or whatever. So the guy, he's all frantic. I can tell he's like freaking out. And I'm like, okay. I was like, he's like, I think he's dead. And I was like, go call 911. So I check for his pulse. So I checked for the radial pulse first, and I can feel it faintly. But then I checked for his carotid pulse, and it's thumping. Like, it's thumping, so I can feel it. So I'm like, okay, he's definitely breathing. He has a pulse. So the guy, he's on the phone with 911, and then the 911 operator asked him to give me the phone. So she's like, okay, let me know each time you see his chest rise from him breathing. So I'm letting her know each time. The other guy, he's kind of like in the background telling me, good job. And so the operator, she's like, okay, is there any way y'all can get him on the ground with his head flat? So the guy ends up getting him out of the car. And so mind you, first off, while the man is trying to call 911 and I'm checking for the pulse, I'm literally shaking this man, tapping him. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, and nothing. Like, he looks like he's dead, but he is breathing and he has a pulse. So we get him on the ground, and maybe not even 2 minutes later, now mind you, while we're doing all this and before we even get him on the ground, it literally was like 10 minutes. But that was like the longest 10 minutes ever. So we get him on the ground, and not even like 2 minutes later, this man sits up like nothing happened, and he's looking dazed and confused, and he's like, what happened? And I'm like, sir, do you know where you are? And he said no. And I was like, you were passed out in your car in the middle of the highway. And mind you, when I went to check for his pulse, this man's foot was still on the brake and his car was parked in neutral. And I'm like, that had to be nothing but God, because his car could have literally rolled away. So before I even started checking his pulse and everything, I put the car in park, of course. But yeah, he's like confused and stuff. And I'm like, do you know where you are? Do you know what happened? He didn't know anything. I literally feel like it was probably like a drug issue. I'm like 9 times out of 10 sure it was drugs. But the fire truck and ambulance finally got up to us, and they asked me what happened, what's going on. I told them, and they were like, good job, ma'am, thank you so much, we got it from here. And I went to work. So whew, y'all, yesterday was a crazy day. I don't know what happened with that man. I hope he was okay, but I'm pretty sure it was definitely drugs. Like, I could see all the signs, even his teeth, everything it screamed drugs. So, but I was just glad that I was able to stop and help out, just because there were so many people just going by, and I'm pretty sure that man had been there for a while, and nobody even stopped to check on him. So, with me being in the healthcare field, and I am CPR certified, and I know the signs to look for with certain things, I felt like it was my duty to kind of stop and make sure this man was okay. There's people out here who are doctors and nurses and different things like that, who will see something happening and they literally will not stop if they're not on duty. And that just goes to show, I definitely recommend that everybody go get CPR certified. You do not have to be working in a healthcare setting to have CPR certification. Literally anybody can get CPR certified, and I definitely encourage it, because you just never know what could happen. You never know what could happen with your family, your friends, anything. Like, if you can help, that can save somebody's life. Knowing the signs of stroke, heart attack, somebody choking, anything, and you're able to check for a pulse and maybe start compressions, because they don't do the mouth-to-mouth thing anymore. It's known that if you start chest compressions, you are more likely to save that person than doing nothing at all. So luckily we didn't have to get to that point where we had to do the compressions. I do feel like, the fact that she asked us to get him on the ground, if he wouldn't have got up, then she would have told us to start doing, or she would have told me to start doing the compressions, but he luckily got up. Either way, if he didn't get up, I would have just had to do what I had to do, because I'm certified. So I thought, why not, especially if I can help. So y'all go get CPR certified. You can literally go to like your local community college. You can find training programs for CPR. It's literally a one-day thing. Not even all day. It's a couple of hours. You'll do the test on the mannequins, you'll take a little written test, and then you're certified. So definitely, y'all, go get CPR certified, because you never know when you can save somebody's life. All right, so as y'all can see, bandages are gone. Y'all don't mind my hair, I'm looking crazy right now. I'm actually getting ready to do a flip over method quick weave. So I've already done my foundation, like a flip over method quick weave. So I have my leave out that I'm gonna have, and then I've done my braids. So my foundation is set, and yeah, let's go ahead and lay this hair, and I hope it turns out right, because if it doesn't, I might cry.
There's something about this girl, man, from around my way. Never try to hold back your feelings, but it just wouldn't say. But when I finally found the words to say, I wanted to run away, simply run away. Oh, can't try to run and hide, it won't make a difference. Can't lie to yourself. I think it's it hurts when it comes to that you're in love. Hey, yes sir, that's her, but it wasn't like that back when I met her. The lavish life from all the dose money. Before the double R had to hitchhike some. Her friends didn't like dudes like us, but I arrested the coochie and the feelings got cuffed.
All right, y'all, so this is the end product. I had to improvise a little because I feel like I left too much leave out for the flip over method, but this is cute. I had to improvise a little bun, half up, half down thing, so I think I did good. But I'm getting ready to head to Raleigh for the weekend. We are going to just have a nice weekend in Raleigh, do some things, so I'm already running behind, so I'll see y'all there. So getting ready to go hit the town. I think we're gonna go to like this African American festival that's downtown in Raleigh. So I'm about to get ready. So for my skin routine today, I'm actually trying out the Snail Mucin products from CosRx. I've been seeing it all over TikTok. People are swearing by it, so I decided to try it. So I've already actually used this. So I put this on my face first, and it's actually really slimy. So I'm gonna show y'all what the all-in-one cream looks like. This is like the all-in-one cream that I'm going to use. So it says to use this first on a damp face. So I'm putting this on, and now I'm going to go in with the all-in-one cream. So like you can literally see, look at the sliminess. So we're going to try it. So literally it says you only need a little bit, but look at that. And it doesn't really have like a smell or anything, so, but it says you only need a little bit. Little goes a long way. And then it says pretty much to like pat it all over your face. So pretty much got it all over my face, and it feels pretty good. So we're gonna see what this Snail Mucin does for my skin within the next couple weeks, so I'll keep y'all posted. But look at me and smile.
fuck me up, don't let me down. You know I wanna be around. You fucking warming with my heart. You think it ever be so hard. Crazy, I'm letting down my guard. Don't fuck me up, don't let me down.